Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's Mississippi's Chief Meteorologist, Matt Lobhon.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lobhon. Thank you so much for supporting us here on Mississippi Live Weather. The area is in yellow, and that could be you involved in at least a level 2 severe weather risk for this Friday. What that means, as far as the number of reports are concerned, we could have a few of those, meaning we also are not talking about a high-end day, but we are anticipating some damaging winds, possibly a couple rotating thunderstorms that try to produce tornadoes. Here are our storm threats as we align them at this point here. Again, a brief spin-up tornado is possible out of this setup. Strong wind gusts, the more likely impact there. Probably not much hail, and at this point here, we're thinking flash flooding, while possible, is not necessarily the higher end of the spectrum as well. I think depending on how long we get thunderstorms, that flash flooding potential could become more significant. Day planner, though, for the overnight hours, we're 54, as you can see, 1 o'clock in the morning, 53 by 4 a.m., and about 50 as we look toward the beginning temperature on your early morning of your Wednesday. Some clouds around, and again, maybe an isolated shower. More than anything, it's that dense fog that we have in place for locations south of the Golden Triangle. Maybe a couple of sprinkles for the early part there of early Wednesday morning, but this front is kind of cutting us off from more impressive moisture. South of that front, there's a lot more fuel. Do we tap into that eventually by Friday? How much of that we tap into? That remains the big question and kind of the critical point on how Friday ends up playing out as far as severe storms are concerned. So your school bus forecast brought to you by the folks at IMPC. We're 50 and mainly dry for the pickup in the morning. Drop-off temperature in the afternoon, upper 60s, practically record high territory. Again, pretty close to that for your Thursday as well. A couple showers possible Thursday, more likely Friday. Again, Friday, midday, afternoon, evening time period. We're tracking that greatest potential, 70% on that rain coverage there. What we're looking at for your Friday, and then those storms largely moving out of here as we go into Saturday. A much cooler, much drier air behind this storm system. Our next look ahead at that forecast coming up tonight at, early in the morning at 6:30 a.m. Our meteorologist Maggie McCauley with updates 6:30, 7, 7:30 a.m. here in the Room to Room Weather Center. And coming up tonight at 5, 6, and 10, we're going to be looking in more detail at where the potential is for peak wind damage and also those rotating thunderstorms. Keep it here for the very latest information and make sure to download that Mississippi Live Weather app.